Hey, I'm Geoff Niblett, arborist with Cohen and Master Tree and Shrub Services. We're here today at the Spadina Historic House and Gardens providing a volunteer day of maintenance. What we're focusing on today is both pruning and cable installation. We were recently here about a week ago. We provided an inventory of all of the trees on site. What that allows us to do is get a close-up view of every single tree on site, give an individual status and condition of each tree, and really build a foundation or a plan around how we're going to manage this site in the future. Our priority today is some of the more mature trees. Some very large old trees that provide value not just aesthetically, but also to the ecology of not just this property, but the entire neighborhood. If you notice my attire and my hat, we're not here in the summer, we're actually on site in the middle of winter here today, and there are some pretty clear benefits to pruning trees in the winter. Specifically in terms of pruning out hazardous branches, we're able to clearly see through the canopy. We can get a much stronger opinion, a much stronger view of what we're dealing with from the ground level. The beautiful site that we're on contains a large garden, many pathways, and many surrounding trees. So what we're focusing on is removing a lot of the deadwood, not just over the walkways, but also over other trees, over the garden to prevent any sort of failures. And we're also reducing some of the size to provide clearance to the surrounding trees. Cable installation is an important part of our management program because it allows us to add supplemental support to some of these compromised sections of the trees without removing too much of the foliage. We're dealing with two different types of cable installation today. First is the more conventional method. It's done with steel cable that's attached to two eye hooks through each opposite limb. This provides us with significant support and it is very long lasting. The second method is with dynamic or synthetic cable, which allows a little bit more of a stretch, which can be beneficial. But the other positive is that we don't have to drill through the limb to install this type of cable. In both cases, we do advise that these cables are inspected annually just to maintain their strength and make sure that the limbs that they're installed into are still in a healthy condition. We at Cohen and Master like to volunteer our expertise and our knowledge to community spaces like this that support us and that we live in. We take great pride in contributing to our urban forest because it's important to all of us. I'm Geoff Niblett, arborist with Cohen and Master. Be good to your trees.